Hey guys, it's Beth with Life Seasons. I wanted to tell you a little story because I think stories are really helpful for learning, and also I think it's important to know that we can learn from our kids all the time. So last week I was talking to my son. He was having a little bit of a difficult time, and I looked at him and I said, "Dude, are you doing okay?" And he looked at me and he said, "No." So number one, he taught me and is a really good example of actually owning when we're not doing so well. And so I said, "Do you know what it is?" Because sometimes it's hard to identify our feelings, right? There's a whole array of feelings. And so I said, "Can you identify it?" And I said, "Is it sad or mad or worried?" And he's looked at me and it was just a puzzled look, and he's like, "I don't know." And he said, "I know it doesn't make any sense, but I feel homesick, but I'm home." And I have shared this with so many people because when someone comes into my office, one of the very first things that I do is give them a word list full of emotions. And the reason why I do that is so that we can enhance our emotional vocabulary. It's very, very important, not so that we follow our feelings, but so that we can use those emotions as a method of getting to the actual thought that has led to the emotion, right? So when he said homesick, I was like, wow, that word is not on my emotional word list. Well, at least it wasn't, and now it's going to be, because it is a really important feeling, and it describes kind of an emptiness, and it's a little confusing, especially if you're home. But it made me immediately think, not only, wow, I completely resonate with that, but also Hebrews 13:14 through 15 says, for this world is not our home. We are looking forward to one yet to come. And I really thought that could not have been more accurate, and how I've been feeling and how so many people who are coming into my office are feeling. You know, the reality is that the things that we're dealing with, you guys, marriage and child rearing, jobs, whether you're a teacher and you aspire to be a teacher and you love teaching these kids, but it is nothing like what you thought it was going to be. Or you're a doctor or a nurse and you really, really want to help people, but it is not what you thought it was going to be. You have looked forward to marriage your whole life or having children your whole life, and doggone it if it is not what you thought it was going to be. And it's not that it in of itself is bad. It's just that when we live in a disordered world, nothing is as it should be. And that is incredibly difficult, and it can be incredibly disappointing. Thankfully, we have a God who brings about joy and a peace that surpasses understanding, and brings about purpose even when things are all wrong. But it's reasonable to have a homesickness, because, guys, this is not our home. It's not a call to give up or to quit, but we can feel homesick. We can look around and see that things are not as they should be, and still strive for what God has promised us, and blessings even in the midst. So if you're feeling a little homesick, me too, and your kids might experience that as well. And, you know, sometimes it's just helpful to put a name with it. So remember, if you're feeling homesick, that's completely reasonable, because, guys, this is not our home. We have things to look forward to, and we have an incredible God who has promised to be with us and to give us exactly what it is that we need in the midst. Until then, right? I'm praying for you all. I'm praying for us all.